set your mat up near a wall and then come to a comfortable seated position about an arm's length distance away. Rest your hands lightly on the thighs. If you'd like to sit on a cushion or a block, please feel free to make yourself comfortable. Let's bring the attention to your breathing. Taking a few slow, deep breaths. And just checking in with how your body's feeling. Feeling the sit bones pressing down into the mat. Just gently lifting away from the sit bones through both sides of the waist. Relaxing the shoulders down and softening through the face. Let's gently open the eyes. Bring the palms of the hands together, namaste. And then just release the arms down by your side and sweep them all the way up. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, draw the hands down in front of the chest. And again, inhale, sweep the arms up, palms of the hands together. And then exhale, draw the hands down. And once again, inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, drawing the hands down back into prayer. And let's interlace the fingers down by your hips. Take an inhale to draw them up towards your chest. And as you exhale, C-curve the spine as you press the hands away from you. And then inhale to draw the hands up towards the ceiling. Actively press up through the palms of the hands. And at the same time, you don't have to draw the shoulders down, but just let them soften down just away from the ears. And continue to deepen into your breath here. And let's exhale, release the hands down. Interlace the fingers the other way if you can. Take an inhale, draw the hands up towards the chest. Exhale, press the hands away and C-curve the spine. And then inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Allow the neck to be free. And just steady spot with the eyes. Just somewhere in front of you is fine. If you'd prefer to gaze at the tip of the nose, that's also fine. And then let's exhale, release the hands down. Take an inhale, bring the arms up to shoulder height. As you exhale, lean over towards the right, placing the right hand down. And then inhale, back through center. Exhaling over towards the left, reaching out through the right fingertips. Inhale up through center. Exhaling over to the right. And then inhale up through center. Exhaling over to the left. And then inhale, come up through center, exhaling over to the right, and we're just going to hold it here. If you're feeling okay, just turn the head to look up towards the ceiling. Press down through that left sitting bone as you reach out through the left fingertips. Try to make sure that that right shoulder's coming forward. Let's take an inhale to come up through center and then exhale over towards the left. This time trying to bring that left shoulder forward and that right shoulder back. And pressing down through the right sitting bone. And then inhale, come up through center, and exhale, release the hands down. So make sure that the right foot is in front if you had the left foot in front, and then reach behind you and place the right hand onto the wall. You want to have the arm straight if you can, line up the wrist with the shoulders, and then rotate the fingers to face towards the left. Just take an inhale, and as you exhale, try to twist the shoulders over towards the right. Using that left hand on the left leg as a bit of a lever to help you twist. You might not get too much motion here, but you should be able to definitely feel it in your upper chest, in that pec minor and pec major area. It's beautiful, very strong stretch for the upper chest. Take your breath into the upper body. And if you can, take an inhale, and as you exhale, try to creep the fingers a little bit further over towards the left. So just deepen into the stretch. Actively press into the hand, into the wall. And then let's release that. Extend the left leg long and bend that right knee. Make sure there's plenty of space for that, for your belly. Place the right knee out to the side. Hook the right elbow to the inside of the leg. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, twisting over to the left. Left hand is behind you to help you lift out of the lower back. Thinking about the spiraling action happening through the upper body. Actively pressing down through that left leg and keeping the left foot flexed. And let's release that back to center. Extend both legs long for a moment, and then bring the left leg in front, coming into a cross-legged position. Reach that left hand behind you, arm's length distance away, wrist lined up with the shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, turn and twist towards the left, making sure that the left fingers are pointing towards the right now. Actively pressing the hand into the wall. Noticing if there's any difference between the right and the left side. Sometimes one side will be a bit tighter than the other. And then take an inhale. If you've got any space, exhale and try to creep the left fingers a little bit further over towards the right. It's going a little bit deeper. And take the breath into the upper body. And then exhale to release the back hand. Let's extend that right leg long, place the left foot flat onto the mat, open the knee out just slightly to the side so you've got plenty of space for your belly. Hook that left elbow to the inside of the left thigh, take an inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right, right hand behind you, nice and close to the lower back so you can just use the hand to help you lift out of the lower back. Actively flexing that right foot and pressing down through the back of the right leg. And let's inhale, come back through center. Extend both legs long just for a moment. Make your way towards the wall, so you're sitting right up against the wall. And then let's come into Baddha, bringing the soles of the feet together. If you need a little bit more support here underneath the knees, grab your blocks or cushions and pop them underneath the knees. And then just really rest back against the wall. Rest the hands lightly on the thighs. And let's close down the eyes. And just enjoy this hip opening posture that's supported by the wall. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Feeling the breath reach all the way down into the lower back and sacrum as you inhale. And as you exhale, allow the breath to release completely. Open the eyes. If you don't need the blocks, just pop the blocks back to the sides. And take an inhale. As you exhale, start to walk your hands forward just to where you can. Don't worry if you're not coming too far forward. Keep a little bit of activity happening in the feet by gently pressing the soles of the feet together. Just be mindful of how your hips are feeling. You can back off if you need to. And again, just really staying with the breath. And have a sense of just surrendering into the pose. Letting go. Noticing if there's any opening that appears, particularly on the exhale, where you might be able to just move into the pose just a little bit deeper. And then let's take an inhale to walk the hands back up. Extend the legs out long and then just make your way away from the wall. Opening out into Upavishta Konasana, fingertips behind you, pressing down through the backs of the legs and flexing the feet, just using those hands behind you to help you lift out of the lower back and opening across the collarbones. Let's interlace the fingers in front of you, take an inhale. As you exhale, circle the hands over to the right foot, circle all the way forward over to the left. And then inhale, come back, and then exhale over to the right, circling over to the left. Inhale as you draw the torso back, and then exhale to the right foot and to the left foot. And again, inhale, and then exhale, circle. And one more time, inhale, and then exhale, circle. Taking an inhale, just coming through center, we're going to exhale over to the left now, over to the left foot, circle forward, over to the right, inhale back. Exhale to the left and over to the right, and then inhale back, and then exhale to the left and over to the right, and inhale back, and going again. And the last time, exhale forward to the right and back, releasing the hands down. Fingertips behind you, take an inhale, lengthening up. Let's lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Eyes can lift up slightly. It's beautiful opening across the front of the chest. And let's bring the head back to center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands out in front of you. Just come as far forward as feels comfortable. You can stay upright if that feels better. If you'd like to come down a little bit deeper, you can grab one or two of your blocks and just place your forearms down. Press the palms of the hands together. Alternatively, you could turn your block up the other way so you can rest your head down and then your forearms can come down. Just keep the legs active here. Continue to press down through the backs of the legs and make sure that the knees and the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling and they're not rolling inwards or outwards. And with each exhale, allowing yourself to soften into the pose. Just opening through the hips, opening through the backs of the legs, and opening through the lower back. And then let's walk the hands back up. Let's pop the block to the side or bolster to the side. Come a little further forward on your mat. Bring the right leg in and the left leg behind. Pop your cushions or your bolster right at the base of your spine. And then grab your block and pop it behind you as well. Have the hands beside you. Take an inhale to lengthen up through the waist. And then walk the hands back just a little bit further behind you and start to lean back on your cushions or your bolster. You might just want to come down onto your forearms, or if you can, lying all the way back. Just position the block so it's comfortable and underneath your head. If you're using a bolster, you could pop the block on top of your bolster, which would give you a little bit more height as well. Allow the arms to relax, close the eyes. Just really letting the weight of the body just sink down into the ground underneath you. Feel that opening across the front of that left quadricep. And opening across the front of the chest. Notice how your breath naturally wants to deepen here. So open the eyes. Come over to the right hand side to carefully make your way back up. Remove your cushions or bolster to the side and as well as your block. Bring the block with you. Place it over onto the left hand side. Hands beside you, take an inhale. As you exhale, twist to the left and then start to walk your hands forward. It's on a slight diagonal here. If possible, place your forearms down onto the block. Press the palms of the hands together. Stay with your breathing, last couple of breaths. And then let's walk the hands back up. Bringing the block over to the right hand side, take an inhale, looking to the right, and then exhale, walking your hands out on that diagonal towards the right hand side. You might find you've got a little bit more space here, So you could either just stay on your hands, or if you need your block again, use your block. Or if you've got the space, just rest your forehead down onto the block. If your heel's feeling uncomfortable on your belly, you could always move that right foot away from you. Have a sense of the hips being heavy here. Really allowing the attention to draw inwards. Let's take an inhale, come back up. Place the right hand behind you and to the right. And as you exhale, just leaning over towards the right hand side. If possible, you can come all the way down to the right forearm. Otherwise, just stay down on the right hand, that's fine. Lengthen out through the left fingertips here. Gorgeous opening for the left side body, the left hip flexor and the left quadricep. Come back up, place the right hand nice and close towards you and reach that left arm up. You can just stay here, or if you'd like to lift the hips, take an inhale, lifting the hips up and just holding it here for 5 breaths. Looking up towards the fingertips. And then exhale, sit your hips back down. Let's swap the legs around. So bring the left leg in front, right leg behind. Grab your cushions or bolster and place it nice and close to the base of the spine. And then grab your block and place it behind the cushions or on top of the bolster. Hands beside you, lengthening up through both sides of the waist. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands a little bit further back and start to lean back onto the cushions. If you can come all the way back down, resting your head on the block. Just position the block so you're nice and comfortable, and then let those arms just open out, closing the eyes. And once again, just letting the weight of the body release into the ground underneath you. With each exhale, having a sense of the whole body softening. So there's no need to hold anything up here. The mind starts to wander, just gently bring it back to following the inhale and exhale of your breathing. Let's open the eyes. So to come up, carefully come over onto the left hand side using your forearm and your hands to make your way back up. Remove the cushions off to the side, grab your block. Just place it over to the right hand side, facing center. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right and then start to walk your hands forward. And then once again, you can place your forearms down onto the block, pressing the palms, the hands together. Just continuing to gently open into the hips here. This last few breaths. And then let's walk the hands back up. Place the block over to the left hand side, turning towards the left. Take an inhale and then exhale. Walk your hands forward just to where you can. And then once again, if you've got the space, you could rest your forehead down onto the block. And scan the body. Notice if there's anywhere that you're holding tension. And as you exhale, see if you can soften into that part of the body. So that might be the hips, or it might be the face or the shoulders. And then let's walk the hands back up. Left hand behind you. Make sure you give yourself enough space so you can really reach out through that right hand. And then either staying on that left hand or down to the forearm, extend out through the right fingertips. Feel that connection out through the right knee, up through the side body, all the way out through the right fingertips. Nice deep breaths here. And then coming back up, place that left hand nice and close to you. Reach the right hand up, looking up towards the fingertips, either staying there or take an inhale to lift the hips up. Nice deep breaths. And then let's exhale, lower the hips back down. Let's extend both legs out. Just give the legs a little bit of a wiggle, just to loosen them off. Fingertips beside you. And then let's bring the right leg in front of the left. So we're coming into fire log posture. You want to wiggle the feet out so that they're out towards the edges of the mat. And either just stay here or stack the right leg on top of the left. So you want shin bone to shin bone. And let's just hold it here. Again, very deeply getting into that right hip and glute area. As you exhale, just allowing that right knee just to soften down slightly. Now feel free to stay exactly where you are. If you want to come a little bit deeper, you can grab one or two of your blocks and then come forward. Forearms down onto the blocks, pressing the palms of the hands together. Actively flexing through the feet here. So try not to let the ankles collapse, particularly if you have the right leg stacked on top of the left. If at any point it gets too much, then you can always back off or bring that right leg back down in front of the left. Take your breath to that right glute area and into the lower back. And then let's walk the hands back up. Let's pop the blocks to the side once again. Release that right leg out and then the left leg out. Just give the legs a little bit of a wiggle. Bring the right leg in and then the left leg in. So the left leg is in front and then you creep the feet out towards the edges of the mat so the ankles are underneath the knees. Option to just stay there, or if you'd like to, you can stack that left leg on top of the right. Again, trying to get shin bone to shin bone. And you'll see how that right ankle is underneath the left knee and the left foot is on top of the right knee. You might notice that one side is a little bit tighter than the other, which is totally normal. Continue lengthening up through both sides of the waist here. Feeling free to stay exactly where you are. If you want to keep going a little bit deeper, bring your blocks in front of you, placing your forearms down, pressing the palms of the hands together, just leaning forward. This is a very simple but very strong posture. It's wonderful for opening out the hips, which do tend to get so tight in pregnancy. Try and stay with the body here. Notice what are the sensations that are coming up for you. And then let's release that, walking the hands back up. Pop the block over to the side. Let's extend the legs out. Give the legs a little bit of a wiggle. And then we're going to set ourselves up for Savasana. So grab a block or a pillow for your head, cushions or bolster, and then lying on the left hand side of the body. So we're not compressing into the main artery on the right hand side. So we're allowing the oxygen to flow nice and freely. And then bring that right leg over on top of the bolster or the cushion. Make sure that your head's comfortable. Extending that left leg long. If you're cold, make sure you have a jumper or grab a blanket. And when you're comfortable, just closing the eyes. Just noticing the natural breath. Have a sense of the whole body. Just letting go here. Feeling safe and supported. And let's just continue to rest here. If your mind starts to wander, just gently bring it back to following the inhale and exhale of your breathing. If you would like to stay resting, then stay exactly where you are. Otherwise, bring the attention back to the breathing and start to deepen into the breath. Feeling the breath fill the whole body. Notice your body lying there on the mat. You might want to wiggle your fingers and toes. And in your own time, just carefully make your way back up to a comfortable seated position. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.